right. So the running back that I have moved up, and then I'm rebuying in. I kind of pulled my chips for a little bit. I'm putting them back on the table, and it's Joe Mixon.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. You
Doesn't
just
feel
done it.
like he's really going anywhere,
You've
right?
just done it before I did because I
Yeah.
haven't done it yet, but I'm
Yeah.
going to. Right?
So
Yeah,
Mixon's up to 15 now. He's sitting right behind Najee for me. I feel like he's in a good tier right now. It's Jones, Najee, and Mixon. I did now, just before I say this next phrase, remember how excited you were about Tua and
yeah,
what I said about Tua. Just keep
yeah,
smiling through this part, okay?
yeah,
I
yeah.
moved Mixon in front of Miles Sanders. I'm
Ah,
starting to I'm not losing faith in Sanders, but I am cooling off a little bit because I'm
okay.
looking at what can be a really bad offense
Yeah,
in what could just be like a 2 or 3 touchdown season. And I think
two
you'll
or
get a
three is
thousand.
harsh. I think
I
four
think
is
you'll
like
get
the expectation floor.
but I would not be surprised at the end of the year he's got 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like this Panthers offense could just
Oh,
be blah.
it smells.
Could be real blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I moved Mixon to 15. Sanders still at 16 for me. So I didn't move him down far. I moved him down, I think, 2 spots. But Mixon's up to 15 for me, and he has definitely a room to move up. Like
Yeah.
I could move him, I could see him moving up to 13. So Mixon's on his way up. That's definitely a back that
Well, and
and
I think,
I think as we go through the offseason, I think
yeah.
more and more people are going to keep moving him up.
Yeah, like, I got him at 18 still right now. I can definitely see me moving him as high as 12, I think. Where I've
Yeah.
got Dobbins right now. That'd be also ahead of Najee, Brees, the Lions guys. I can see I'm
Dobbins is Dobbins is another guy I'm looking to move up. I just haven't done
yeah.
it yet, but I'm definitely looking to move him up. I want to do my projections before I decide on Gibbs Dobbins because
Okay.
Gibbs I think is going to catch a lot of balls. Dobbins hyper efficient is going to probably should get more touches maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I want to do my projections and
Yeah.
see kind of where that one plays out for me.
I
So,
think with Mixon, I think a lot of it has just been the nervousness of will he be cut, right? Like
yep.
Dalvin Cook, we all kind of saw the writing on the wall and said, "Oh, he's going to get cut." I think Mixon, I had every expectation for him also, and it just hasn't. It still hasn't happened. And now that we've crossed June 1st by a month now, there's nothing that's going to change between now and the start of the season, contract wise.
Right.
There's no additional incentives for the Bengals to cut him between now and August or in September. So at this point, I don't see a reason now. Is there still legal stuff dangling around with him?
Don't know. I
I
don't
don't
remember to be honest
remember.
with you.
But if he's just gonna be the guy in Cincinnati, like, yeah, I
He's such a value right now that even if he is last year Mixon, like
right.
take away the 50-point game, he just is the 12 to 15 point guy. He's going right now at a spot where he's worth it.
Honestly, I see no reason to have Najee Harris ahead of him if we're just assuming that he's the guy in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think they're kind of perfectly back-to-back guys. Like you can kind of flip-flop them.
But one's got the touchdown potential, and one really doesn't. And I think they both have very
I
similar
I don't
workhorse
Are you saying
roles.
Najee doesn't? Because I don't know if he I think he kind of does.
And I mean, not to
That
say he's
Steelers offense with Kenny Pickett, I don't know.
right.
I kind of think Tomlin just be like feed Najee the ball down low.
Like he's had 7 rushing touchdowns each year and 3 receiving touchdowns each year. I
Yeah.
feel like that's the best case scenario, though.
I don't The one thing is just like if we think an offense can take a step forward, it doesn't have to be a big step. If they can take a step forward, there's always a chance a running back can have a spike year in touchdowns.
That's true. Just
There's
yeah,
always that chance where all of a sudden the Steelers find themselves inside the 5 a ton and Najee keeps punching it in.
I have a very hard time seeing that, and I have a hard time seeing them taking a step
I'm not a
forward.
Steelers offense believer, but yeah.
Right? Like I have a hard time seeing them taking a step forward to begin with.
All right, this next
Uh,
name is my running back that I'm lower on. Do you have
mhm.
anything else to add?
Nope, you're good.
Okay. This one I don't think we need to spend a lot of time on. I definitely want to make sure we have time for the 3 receivers. This one we've talked about him already. I just finally moved him down. It's Damian Pierce.
Okay, yeah,
So I got him down to 27 for now.
yeah.
He was like early 20s for me. I
Who are
got him down
some
to 27.
who are some names you put in front of him?
So I'll be back in your good graces now. David Montgomery's one spot in front of him.
No, you're not. You're still too low.
I still have Javante at 25. I don't really want to like move him until I know more about him.
I get
I'm just kind of keeping him where he is right now.
that's one I moved down. I've got him down at 32.
And then I made the move to Madison into the mid 20s. So Madison's at 24.
Surprised you hate him. But I've got my
Yeah.
24. I've got 24 too. I kind of like Madison. You hate him. We have the same spot. That tells you what that range of running back is.
Yeah, you have to move him up. Like
Yeah.
he feels very Mike Davis to me. Like just the vibes again, just vibing Mike Davis to me. He's at 24. And then DeAndre Swift, who I'm really starting to fall for again. Like I am the oh, what's his name? Arrested Development meme.
Oh, they're
You're
gonna say
not
Charlie Brown.
no Tobias from Arrested Development. I'm the meme
Sure.
of
Sure.
has it ever worked for them? No, but it might work for us.
Oh, I've heard
So
that line before.
yep.
Is that where it's
Yeah.
from?
Yeah, some people delude themselves and think it'll work for them, but it might just work for us. That's me with DeAndre Swift. I can't quit him. So that's kind of who's in front of him. I still have Pierce in front of Akers. I think I might make that switch. I think I will take Akers over Pierce. But then there's Pacheco, James Cook. I think I still keep Pierce in front of them.
I moved Akers up quite a bit.
Yeah, he's
Which
still
I'm
going to
still not a
be
big Akers guy, but
mid to late 20s for me.
and it's again, I don't like this range, right?
Yeah.
Charbonnet, Swift, Connor. I put Akers for
Yeah.
all those guys. But okay, yeah, we've talked about Pierce before.
Yep.
Workhorse back, bad team, Miles Sanders type of situation, but not as good. Let's talk about your wide receivers.
All right, so we'll jump right into it. The first one I have on my list and I'm moving up on, it's Jerry Jeudy. I am starting. I've been bit. I'm getting the fever. I am getting Jerry Jeudy fever for sure. I have not rearranged that ranking of wide receiver yet, but I think he's going to end up in my top 20. Right now, he's sitting at 22. But right now, that like 17, 19 through 28 can all be kind of rearranged for me. So
yeah,
I think he's just going to move to the very front of the of that tier of draw a name out of a hat to rearrange every day.
yeah, that's fair. I have wide receivers 20 through 33 all in one tier.
Yeah.
And he's in that tier. So sure, you can wake up and have a bad hair day and move Jerry Jeudy up. But you can wake up, have a good hair day and move Christian Kirk up instead.
No, I'm gonna keep Kirk down. He's at 29 for me right now.
Oh, that's a shame.
But I'm a Calvin Ridley guy, remember?
Oh yeah.
But I'm starting to buy into Jerry Jeudy, and it's kind of like we talked about earlier with Russ. I'm buying in Sean Payton, revamping this offense. I don't think we saw the true Russ last year. I mean we're not going to see Russ bounce fully back to old school Russ, but also I don't think we've seen the worst of him. Like I think we're going to find something in the middle. And yeah, I think Jeudy can really take off. All right, do you want my last riser or my last faller?
Let's do your last. We went up. Let's go down. And let's go.
Okay. I am starting to sour on, and I'm about to move down DJ Moore.
Oh.
Yeah. DJ Moore is going to fall a little bit in my rankings. I don't know where yet.
Where did you have him?
He's at 25 right now.
Man, so you're going down from there. So easy.
I think so. Now, I think.
So that's easy Jerry Jeudy swap for sure, right? Then for you?
So I have Jeudy in front of him already.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know where he's going to move in my rankings fully, but I just can't really get behind the Chicago passing offense right now in year 2 of this team. So we'll be what, year 3 of Fields, but year 2 of this offense.
So you're not buying into the Stephon Diggs narrative.
No, I'm not really buying into he's going to take the leap. So we've seen it 3 times, right? We've seen it Kyler and D-Hop. We saw it with Hurts and AJ Brown, and we've seen it with Allen and Diggs. And I just don't think we have that level yet.
I would argue we also saw
Moore
with Burrow. I would argue we also saw with Burrow and Chase.
But we're talking about running quarterbacks with.
Sure, I'm more saying young quarterback against elite wide receiver and makes the leap.
I don't really see that quite as much just because Burrow played partial rookie season and then got Chase year two.
Okay.
Whereas the other guys were established, not very accurate by stats, and
Right.
then their team traded for an elite wide receiver one and they skyrocketed up in passing. I just don't think the offense is going to open up the passing game just yet for this Bears team. So I think it's going to be still a very small pie to go around. And I just don't think DJ Moore's taking out a large chunk of that. And don't, I just don't see him having a really great season. He might be a fine wide receiver too. I have him right now as well, technically I have him as the top end wide receiver three, but I don't really see him being much better than that.
Let me throw you some quick names. Just tell me more of this guy. Debo.
I think Debo, but I don't want to draft Debo either.
Terry McLaurin.
Sorry, I was mid drink right there. I was coughing. Toss up. Can I pass?
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams.
Mike Evans. Who do you hate more?
I'll take DJ Moore.
And let me do one more here. You know what? Let's go crazy. Traylon Burks.
Oh, my heart says to take Traylon. My brain says you should probably stick with DJ Moore.
What about Michael Pittman?
I'll take DJ Moore.
Okay. I agree I have DJ at 16. I could see myself moving him down to 19.
Yeah.
I see no reason to take the guys like a Traylon Burks, like a Michael Pittman, a Debo, who are on run first teams. Also, like I think of wide receivers that if it have good volume on a or good target share on a low volume offense, I see no reason to take anyone over DJ Moore among those guys.
So one thing I want to look at in a future episode is I want to break down these offenses with low passing volumes that have an elite receiver. Like I think we need to look at these who's going to have a large chunk of target share, but in a low volume.
Yeah.
But so yeah, honestly, seeing where I have DJ Moore, he may not move much in my rankings,
But
but
it could be a tier ranking though.
I definitely am wanting to draft him less. So here's all right, my last one. He is definitely multiple tiers lower, but I'm starting to really like him. And I kind of think he's going to be kind of a late round guy for me. Sky is the limit for
Oh my
Sky
Lord.
Moore. I'm starting to buy into some Sky Moore. He is currently wide receiver 49 for me. He's definitely not going to get out of the 40s, but
Okay.
he is just becoming that guy that I want to go take a flyer on, and definitely will be a late round target for me.
Oh.
Just wanting to get a wide receiver out of this Chiefs offense. And why not take Sky Moore, who's been drafted by them, whereas Kadarius Toney kind of has some funky numbers, not a lot of snaps, but has had some stuff really dialed up for him. He's been successful there. And then the incoming rookie and Rashee Rice. Kind of just like, I don't know, like I don't have the stats right now with me to like make a statistical argument for him, but the gut is saying you really like Sky Moore right now.
Look, I was on the Sky ride. I feel like when he was as bad as he was as a rookie, I am not going to buy in as a sophomore. And maybe I'm wrong. And one of Rice, Moore, and Toney will probably emerge to be a high-end flex.
Yeah. So
I don't think much higher than that though.
here's who I have him around right now. So just in front of him, I think
He
you'll.
had 22 catches. That's it.
What did Kadarius Toney have?
I 1 second.
Because that's who he's basically competing with now.
It is. At least Toney like came in mid-season. He's had the injuries and stuff. Sky was just there. Toney had 14 catches on 17 targets in
But also like
in 7 games.
Christian Watson was a tale of two tapes last year.
Was
And
he?
only caught how many balls?
Watson. I was thinking Justin Watson because I had Chiefs on the brain.
So okay, in front of Sky in my rankings, I don't think any of these guys you would I think all of these guys you would take over him.
Yeah.
Rashad Bateman.
Yep.
JSN.
Yep.
QJ.
Yeah.
Sutton.
Yeah.
J Will. I
All
almost said
these guys are
Mo.
going to be easy guesses
J
because
Mo.
I've
Yeah.
got Sky down at
Gabe
62.
Davis.
Oh, with ease, I moved Gabe
Okay.
Davis way up.
Okay, let me go the other way
Yeah,
with you now. Who I haven't have him in front of him. Jacoby Myers,
Myers,
Brandon Cooks,
Cooks,
Romeo Dobbs,
Dobbs barely,
Adam Thielen,
Sky. No,
Jonathan
actually,
Mingo,
I have Thielen ahead of him. Actually, Sky,
Tyler Boyd,
Sky,
Rashi Rice,
Rice,
John Mechie.
Mechie.
All right, one more.
And the reason why I'm going Rice over Sky is just because I think there's a chance that the Tony role and the Sky Moore role are kind of interweaved versus a chance, at least. I can see the path of a
So
Rashi Rice being the Juju.
So the thing with me is with Sky Moore, he may only get 60 targets next year, but I don't think he's going to drastically jump up drafts to where he's going to be taken in a round where you're probably cutting that player regardless.
Right.
And you might just find the guy that can carve a role into Kansas City. Might.
I'm placing my bet on
worth
Rice.
a shot.
Yeah.
All right. But that is all the time we have. So that will wrap up this episode. Go follow us on Twitter at ADP Dudes. Leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a comment. We will be back next week.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed listening to Tanner's thoughts on what he's done with his running backs and wide receiver rankings here recently. If you want to hear what he's thought of his quarterbacks, click on over to that video right now and you will see, and spoiler alert, one of them is very much heartbreaking for me, but I'm also very proud at the same time. He's moved one of my favorite players up higher than what I have him. So go check that one out right now.